Doylestown traffic, RV 6 Delta Mike, position and holder. Line up and wait.
Approaching runway 0. Entered runway 05. 2,900 feet remaining.
Runway 5, Doylestown. Doylestown traffic, Skyhawk, 3 Sierra Papa, turning final, runway 5, Doylestown.
And RV 6 Delta Mike departing runway 5, Doylestown.
Doylestown traffic, West Sky, left downwind 05, Doylestown. Doylestown traffic, Skyhawk 850, Foxtrot Golf, left base, runway 5, Doylestown.
Traffic, 10 o'clock, 1 mile, 500 feet above.
And Doylestown RV 6 Delta Mike turning left crosswind 23. I had the traffic entering downwind. I'll be following it. And Doylestown traffic, RV 6 Delta Mike making a climbing left downwind departure to the west, Doylestown. Currently at 1,700 feet climbing. So here we are over the kind of the rolling hills of south central Pennsylvania. Gettysburg is off in the distance over there. You can see some beginnings of the Appalachians. Flying around some puffy stuff here. Still at 3,300 feet, 8:40, so about 40 minutes after takeoff. Fairly smooth. A little lumpy, but not too bad. Keeping my speed down. I'm down doing 137 indicated. Pretty low power settings, 20 inches. Because a little bit bumpy, and I got a little bit leaned out, so I want to run the engine too high power setting. And I'm kind of happy with the ground speed at 152 at these settings. For now, I don't beat up the airframe if I hit any bumps. Take a decent time, so far so good. I'm expecting when I get to Fredericksburg, which is about another 15 minutes, I think we can come up some more. The ceiling's supposed to be higher there. And as we work our way down the eastern slopes of the Shenandoah, it's supposed to be getting clear out down there, so that'll be good. I can get a little bit higher and go faster and keep the same efficiency. So I'll give you an update in a little while. Thanks, bye. And here we're passing over Carroll County, Maryland. Those mountains off in the distance is Camp David over there. We're well to the east of it, so no worries about stumbling into that. It's a prohibited area. There's 2 size rings, and the president's up there. It's pretty big, but he's not there right now. So, in fact, they're setting up a big TFR for his house in Wilmington again for this weekend. But lucky that wasn't on. I didn't have to go around that. But not much has changed. Not much has changed. We're getting about to Fredericksburg, about 20 miles out. Not seeing a whole lot of improvement in the ceiling. I was hoping to see some, but I don't know if you can see way off to the south down there, which would be turning slightly that direction. It's clear down there. And my next waypoint is after Fredericksburg is reporting clear, so hopefully I can get a little bit of a climb going here. But anyway, I'm going to stay right where I'm at here for now. Actually, it's pretty out here. And decent flight so far. All right. Talk to you later. Well, here we are. We're approaching Front Royal, Virginia. As you can see, the weather hasn't gotten much better. In fact, it's probably gotten a little bit worse. We're coming and counting scattered layers here. I'm trying to go to the left here. As you can see, there's mountains to my left that are obscured by clouds. And I'm seeing a path through here, so I'm keeping a real close eye on it. If that thing kind of closes up on me, I do not want to be making turns. Obviously because of the hills. So we're going to come down here a little bit. Underneath the scatter layer and kind of scoot through here. At least that's the plan. I'm going to keep a real close eye on things. The airports around here are reporting VFR, which is true, but right through this kind of mountainous area here, there's really no real reporting stations, which is kind of the risk of flying in this area. But I can see where I'm going. It's certainly not night. I would never even imagine trying something this at night, because you can see what kind of trouble you get in real fast. But I see, I'm pretty confident I see quite a bit of room through there, so not too concerned. I think we'll get through here, and hopefully, once we get past this, we'll be in a long valley all the way down. Shouldn't have any more issues. And as I get further along here, these airports are reporting VFR are clear. But it's always a challenge flying in this part of the country with these, even though it's not real mountainous compared to stuff you see in the west. It still can be very hazardous. And of course, if I get real stuck, I suppose I go to the east, although that's Washington, D.C. over there. And then I like general aviation over there. But if I had to do it, I'd do it. I'll just deal with the consequences later. Anyway, I'll plug in here for a little bit.
AM tell me 631 Delta. What can I engage with you now?
631 Delta, I'm sorry, say again?
I can't do with you now.
For 631 Delta, you said you're ready to cancel the IFR now?
Hey, sir.
For 631 Delta, IFR cancellation is received. No traffic observed between you and Winchester Airport. Block VFR, frequency, and change advisor frequencies approved.
All right, we'll talk to you this afternoon. Appreciate it. 631 Delta.
Delta 800, contact Potomac approach 15.8.
Down here just a little bit more. Scoot under this little scattered layer here.
Warning, terrain ahead.
Yep, thank you, I see that. Beautiful country though. I really want to come to the right that way a little bit, but I don't like the hills over there, so we're going to stay over here to the left until I see a better path over there. Stay down in this valley here. Down here a little bit more.
Down at 213 Potomac approach, Dallas altimeter 3013, transponders observed, say request. Down at 213, roger. Proceed on course, main outside the Bravo.
thing you gotta start, keep an eye out.
Warning, terrain ahead.
213, what else did you say you were looking for?
Cell towers, but they're usually on the ridges. It wouldn't be down the
213
valley.
router, proceed on course outside the Bravo for now, we'll have that for you shortly.
If I have to, I can turn around. Still see a real clear path off to the left over there.
Alert, terrain ahead.
Uniform Stomach Approach, South Center 3013.
But truthfully, if I thought it was going to be like this, I wouldn't have left today. But the weather was not indicating it was going to be this challenging here. I was seeing it at worst overcast layer at 3,500 MSL, and these are clearly below that. They're around 3. What we're going to do is we're going to fly down this valley a bit towards that bright area down there, and once I do that, I got to kind of get back on course because I'm a little bit left of the course I wanted to go on. But again, I'm not going to fly over the. I'd have to go over the ridge line.
Warning,
there, and I don't want to
terrain ahead.
I could have gone over top of this. I think the top is around 6,000 feet, but it was going to be a long flight on top with mountainous terrain underneath and ceilings that weren't that high. So if you had an engine failure, you're going to see with mountains and then a breakout out of clouds with, you know, maybe a minute to figure out where you're going to land the airplane. Although you could argue what I'm doing now, I only got a minute to land the airplane also. But I didn't think I was going to be doing this, so. Up to the left a little more here. Head towards that bright spot over there.
Alert, terrain ahead.
Beautiful area though. Man, a gorgeous spot. Lots of hills over there. Heading right towards that bright area over there. But hopefully, once we get there, the ceilings will lift again. Anyway, I'll turn you back on a little bit if I see something interesting.
United 1773, what's there here?
South, or a little north of Roanoke. I've been checking the weather at our destination and a couple airports on the way. They're reporting clear. And I was sick and tired of getting pounded around down there. I wanted to make some time. So here we are at 500 feet. We're going to lean it out here. Get some economy going. Out there. Set the altitude for 7,000 or 8,500. Sulphur Springs, West Virginia, near where the Greenbrier Resort is. We're at 6,500. We're getting out from beyond this undercast, which makes me happy. Not real happy and flying over that for a long distance, but it's doing here what I expected. Interestingly enough, the airport I'm heading to is showing IFR, which if you're going to be flying the whole way there on top, you don't want the airport you're going to be IFR, especially if you're not IFR rated. If you are, it's probably not a big deal, but I expected the issue with that is some ground fog there. Although when I left this morning, and I checked it a couple times during the flight, it was VFR, clear, so I expect to have some fog, but I expect it to burn off, and there's a couple airports along the route I've been checking those. They're remaining VFR, so if that one does not improve, I can stop short. And so far, weather here looks acceptable, except for the fact that I'm battling a 31 knot headwind at this altitude. But I still have enough fuel to get there with an hour reserve, so I'm not too concerned. I might come down a little bit if it helps with the speed, but then you're dealing with winds coming across these ridges and you get beat up. So I'd rather be comfortable and burn a little more gas. Back here, like slower, and getting roughed up. So I think I'll leave it here for a while and see how it goes.
15 minutes, lots of bags. We have a rental car reservation from Go Rental if you want to jot that down, or the last name.
I don't know why they're getting rental car reservations on guard.
Guard.
There we go. Anyway. Beautiful country here when you can see it. And I'll hook you back up again if I see something interesting. Okay.
3010.
Well, here we are. We're about 80 miles east of the destination of London, Kentucky. I've been kind of sweating out weather there because they've been reporting 500-foot ceilings for a while. But when you look out the window here, you're like, I don't see any ceilings anywhere. And I just called them, and now they're showing 800-foot scattered. So I assume this is burning off. I was seriously considering it diverting shortly. I was concerned if there was a problem there. There could be concern at other nearby airports. I was going to arrive there with an hour's worth of fuel, which is my personal limit. But it appears now that it's burned off, and I was having a hard time believing the forecast they were telling me when I was looking out the window, even though it's 80 miles away. But so we're about 30 minutes
November
out.
2967 Quebec. If you're not on it, change to my frequency 126.57.
And we're going to continue on.
126.57 for 2967 Quebec, roger.
And pretty confident that I can land there as planned. So I will turn you back on when we get a little closer to landing. All right, I forgot to film the landing, which is good. It was not a very good landing. So anyway, we're here at London, Kentucky. We're en route now to Tupelo, Mississippi, trying to beat in some weather. I don't think it's going to be an issue. The weather's kind of heading off to the northeast of it's on the west side of the airport, hanging off northeast. I don't think it's going to be an issue, but I want to get rolling anyway. I got to get a hotel room too, so let's get this baby out of here. So we got master, both mags, mixture, strobe and flashing lights are on, transponder's on, fuel pump is on, canopy is latched, seat belts. Right, here we go. London Corporate Traffic RV 6 Delta Mike departing runway 24 for southwest bound departure.
Approaching runway 24. Entered runway 24. 5,700 feet remaining.
Pretty nice airport. Big, wide runway, which kind of threw off my sight picture on his landing. I flirted way too high. Just managed to get the power in before I was going to slam into the runway at a pretty high sink rate. It was not pretty looking. All right, here we go. So the plan is to climb up to 6,500 again. And again, we're getting some pretty stiff headwinds. So that's not going to be a whole lot of fun, but plenty of RPM down a bit. Panoramic view here around south central Kentucky. You got all the rolling, very small rolling hills, a couple of the lakes down there. This is London, Kentucky, a very pretty area. All right, here we go. Yeah, we got a, to give a little update. We've been in the air for about 40 minutes. About 40 miles east of Nashville.
Tango, contact Indy 121.17.
As you can see, pretty hazy out here. About 10 miles visibility. A little warm, a little humid.
Memphis Center, November 595, to go back level 5,000.
Not the greatest day for flying, but it's not bumpy.
Quebec, Memphis Center, Nashville.
And we're dealing with a 30-knot headwind, which is slowing things down. So we're getting, even though our tour speed is 162, our ground speed is 132. Our wind. So that's kind of a bummer.
Hello, flight 86611, climbing 15.
But that's what you get when you fly. We're flying westbound. South of a low pressure system, which is all the winds coming from the west.
All the way up, 23, flex 866.
Southwest 489, Memphis.
It was kind of the best I could do from my trip planning standpoint. So anyway, if I see anything interesting, I'll turn back on. We are about 115 miles northeast of Tupelo. We've been cruising along at 6,500, mainly because I'd go higher, but I'm already facing a 34-knot headwind. If I go higher, it'll be in the 40s. But as we go through the day here, which is typical in the summer, you can see that these really pretty puffy clouds that we saw in the beginning of the trip are starting to build. So now you're having to work your way around them or go higher. And generally when they start building, you can't really go a heck of a lot higher. So I guess pretty soon here I'm going to be forced to go back down below them, where the headwinds are less, but the turbulence is more. We're about 52 minutes out, so I was trying to minimize the amount of time I'm getting roughed up in turbulence. I figure we'll probably have to go down to about 3,000 feet to get at the bottom of these cumulus. As you can see off in the distance there, they're getting taller and taller, and pretty soon it's going to be more and more difficult to go around them. So that's our update. We're still about 51 minutes out. 3,500 feet, pounding along below the clouds. Got another 40 minutes to go. Still got a 26-knot headwind, so didn't really get a hell of a lot of benefit. So, but I think we were flying across this state in the end of July. Here we we are at 2 o'clock, no, 1 o'clock in the afternoon local. So anyway, we're about 90 miles out. Controls, still free and correct. Today it's May 6th, stayed overnight in Tupelo. It's about almost 3 in the afternoon here. I've been waiting all day here for the winds to die down just a little bit so I can get out of here. It's been blowing pretty hard, ceiling's low, 40 knot headwinds even at 3,000 feet, so I decided to hang out here as long as I could, but still have hope of getting into San Antonio by sundown. So here we are, that's why we're here at 3 o'clock. Still got a pretty stiff crosswind, 11 knots, gusting to 20. Although I've been watching the windsock, I don't see any 20 knot gusts, so pretty confident we don't have an issue there. So let me get with the tower here and see if we can get out of here. Tupelo Tower, experimental 905, 6 Delta Mike, ready for departure at 18 taxiway Golf for a southwestbound departure.
Experimental 956 Delta Mike, Tupelo Tower, runway 18 clear for takeoff, wind 260 at 11.
All right, 6 Delta Mike, cleared for takeoff. Sorry, I was on ground there. All right, master, both mags, mixture, strobe, transponder, fuel pump, canopy, belts. All right, so we need lots of right rudder here. And if we're not off by the second turnoff, we're gonna abandon this. All right, here we go. Full right stick. A lot of wind correction here. That's about right. So we'll see how lumpy this is here. I'm hoping I don't get my ass handed to me the whole way, but we'll see. We're at 1,700 feet. I already got a 25 knot headwind, so. Well, we're still pounding our way across southern Tennessee, northern Mississippi. I think we just crossed into Mississippi. 3,600 feet, we're doing 135 knots indicated, 120 over the ground. This due to the turbulence, I'm running the engine pretty low power. I don't want to beat up the airframe. Closing will be there in about 23 minutes. I'll be glad when we are. This is not a fun flight. In fact, the whole day wasn't fun. So very little of it. All right. Well, we're about an hour into the flight, and we're passing out of Mississippi. You can see the Mississippi River up there. Arkansas is on the other side. Still pounding along at 3,200 feet. Actually getting a little bit rougher than it's been for a while. We're still getting about a 27 knot headwind. We got a true airspeed of 153, ground speed of 133. And you can see the clouds are starting to break up here. If the winds are forecast to kind of drop off as we go westbound. I keep getting beat up the way I am. I'm just going to go up a little bit higher until it smooths out and live with the lower speed. We got plenty of extra fuel. I didn't do it before because we're running out it's pretty much a broken cloud deck. You're really going to be able to get through any holes to get up on top without maneuvering around. So anyway, pretty flat country here. Not a lot to see. Haven't seen any other airplanes in the air, which isn't surprising considering the winds. They're not as crazy as I am. But that's the check-in for now. All right, well, we just passed Monroe, Louisiana. I was really starting to get beat up at 4,500 feet. Not sure if I told you I was climbing up to that. Worried about abusing the airframe. And I talked to the controller, and he did Monroe approach, and he told me that people are supposed to be reporting that it smooths out above 5, so I decided to climb up to 6,500. And it is true, it is much smoother up here. However, we have a 44 knot wind off of 280. We're going about 25, so we got a good 40 knot headwind. Blowing our ground.
Envoy 3947 on 1215, looking for a frequency.
Blowing our ground speed down to about 130 knots. But you know what? I'm just going to live with it. It's good enough. Paying the price for the trip back to Philly where I was getting 20 knot tailwinds. Then we got a 40 knot tailwind. Anyway, here we are over Louisiana. Looks a lot the same as western Mississippi, really.
Envoy 3947 on guard, looking for frequency.
Maybe a little greener. Not sure if you're hearing this in the background. Somebody has an ELT going off, and I believe the cap is out. Looking for it. Track him down. So we started our descent into Nacogdoches. We're about 7 minutes out, 16 miles, ascending through 4,300. Winds calmed down a little bit, at least the headwind component got down into the middle 30s from 50, so I guess that's good. I'm not sure as we gas up here and continue the flight whether we'll be, I think they're going to continue to get better, but maybe not as good as I was hoping when I planned this out this morning, but we'll see. We'll get to the terminal, we'll gas her up, do a pre-flight. But I don't think any issues. Wanted to get into Boerne stage by sundown, which is 8:15. I think we should be able to get there earlier than that, probably around 7:30. So sit here. I guess I'll leave you on for the rest of the flight.
Lufkin traffic, Cherokee 40 Juliet is 10 miles to the southwest inbound for a touch and go. Lufkin.
And Nacogdoches traffic RV6 Delta Mike left downwind 36. All the way in, fuel pump is on. Better slow to 75. Nacogdoches traffic RV6 Delta Mike left base 36. All right. Best landing of the trip so far. The other shoes were pretty ugly. All right, so right, there's a turnoff right there. Okay. Alrighty, we're going to gas up here, get through some flight planning, and hopefully be on our way. And Nacogdoches traffic RV6 Delta Mike clear 36. All right, we're just getting ready to depart Nacogdoches for Boerne stage. Goal is to get there for sundown, sunset, which shouldn't be an issue. Master, both mags, mixture, strobe, transponder, fuel pump, canopy belts. Nacogdoches traffic RV6 Delta Mike departing runway 18 for a westbound departure.
Entered runway 18, 4,900 feet remaining.
Nacogdoches traffic, RV6 Delta Mike, right crosswind, departing area to the west, Nacogdoches. Terminal 905, 6 Delta Mike, just off Nacogdoches with a request.
And what's the call sign?
905, 6 Delta Mike.
905, 6 Delta Mike, Roger, squawk code of 2423.
2423, 6 Delta Mike.
November 3 Delta Alpha, contact Fort Worth Center 135.25. Oh, 6 Delta Mike, what is your type and destination?
Type is an experimental RV6. My destination is Boerne Stage 5, Charlie 1. I'm going to climb to 6,500.
Number 6 Delta Mike, air radar contact 5 miles to the west of Nacogdoches. The left canal altimeter is 2981.
2981, 6 Delta Mike.
Flash at 1535, Houston Center, climb and maintain flight level 230. November 6 Delta Mike, IFR traffic off to your 10 o'clock and about 20 miles northwestbound as a Mooney at 6,000. Should see him here in about 7 minutes or so.
Okay, 6 Delta Mike, I'll keep an eye out. Alrighty, we're going to turn you off here unless anything interesting happens, or we'll try to remember to turn you on when we get to the destination. We're in the airport here. About 60 miles out, 27 minutes. Still battling headwinds. Supposed to be pretty much nil by this point, but they've been at least 23, at least 30 knots the whole way. So I don't know what goes on with their headwind predictions, but they are way off.
Departure, Skywagon 301 Delta
But we'll get there before sunset, which is the goal.
Skywagon 3 Delta Delta.
All right.
Departure, item number 2973.
You won't go.
Excel 04, proceed direct copy.
Direct copy, Excel 04.
Well,
And for November 4 Charlie Papa, census
we
just changed
started our approach
9 and information is due.
into Boerne. As you can see, it's very hazy.
Roger that.
Take a look over there where the sun is.
And we'll be looking for information soon.
Pretty tough.
I just report Charlie Papa.
Talking to air traffic controllers, somebody
Following the citation,
ahead of me going into the same airport, so I think he's
9 o'clock and 11 miles.
He's about 7 miles ahead, so I don't think I'll catch him. But I think I'm slightly fast.
Continue descent down to 3,000.
3000, Southwest 298.
I think I'm slightly
702 Tango. There appears to be
slightly
traffic
faster
3
than you.
miles south of Boerne, inbound to land, so I'm going to get you over to CTF with them. Radar service terminated. Squawk VFR, frequency change approved. Number 8702 Tango, radar service terminated. Squawk VFR, frequency change approved.
Zero Tango, that's the guy.
Number 956 Delta Mike, radar service terminated. Squawk VFR, frequency change approved. If you get 8702 Tango, when you get over there, tell him to give us a call and let us know that he's done with service.
Okay, thanks a lot. Have a good night.
Okay. We're at 311 Golf, make a left 360.
Take off the autopilot and we'll fly it by hand. And Bernie State traffic RV 6 Delta Mike 2 to the northeast, going to enter a right crosswind for 17 Bernie. Route 410 over there. That way. That way. A little high. All right, just looking to see if anybody's around here. And Bernie State traffic RV 6 Delta Mike, right crosswind 17 Bernie. Out the altitude I want. And Bernie State traffic RV 6 Delta Mike turning right downwind 17 Bernie. Altitude looks good. Push the propeller in. Get her slowed down a bit. Flaps in. Done a right. And Bernie State traffic RV 6 Delta Mike right base 17. You're down to 75.
$500.
Overshot.
Short final runway 17.
High. Fast. Oh boy. Rang that one. Flared a little too high there. Alrighty, and there we are. We have arrived. Alrighty, let's get this thing. Turn that off, turn that off.